what I want to show is some of the things we can do with flow, the difference that different hose setups can make, and also the difference between the new radial brushes and the older constructor brushes. So first of all, I'm running on tap pressure here. I'm sitting on about 50 psi. I'm currently running through the client's hose, which is 150 foot of 10 mil, probably a very similar amount of 8 mil, and we're just really not getting the water we should out of the brush. We'll come over to the constructor, and again, I mean, you're not going to be really doing much with that, are you? The cause is low pressure. The water supply, the tap, just cannot give us the pressure that reverse osmosis needs. So the only way to overcome that is to use a pump. So let's whack these pumps on. We're running off DC, so nice lithium battery pack there. That's just taking our pressure up to, what are we on there, 80 psi. I can even go a bit more than that. We'll take her up just a little bit. There you go, we're sitting on about 100 psi. We're putting 2.6, 2.7 litres a minute through the brush. That's now going, it's still going through the 10 mil, it's going through the 8 mil, and this is what that added pressure does. Alright, so we've now got water on the windows. This is running the end jets as well. Let's go over with the same amount of water to the new brushes. Look at that. That is fantastic. We've got full brush width of water. We've got the jets in the bottom, and that is working nicely. Well, straight away I can show the difference between boosting a flow. You know, they work if they've got the right pressure. We've got 2.6 litres a minute there, but check out the back pressure. What I'll do now is just connect onto my hose reel. So it's about 50 metres of half-inch hose, and about 75 foot of 10 mil hose, 10 mils high flow. We're still going up, so it's 3.3, still going up, 3.5. What does that look like on the window? Let's go with constructor first. Ah, now that's a better amount of water, because we've got the hose big enough to actually get the water there. It's given us at least an extra litre a minute. Let's put that on the new brush. We've got more than the brush width of water supply. That is efficient. If you're running 8 mil hose, or you're running too much of your 10 mil hose, you're killing your water. You're creating so much back pressure in there. And we know this because we've done so much study on this. A lot of people won't go to a bigger hose because it's heavier to drag around. But is it really to be heavier for you when you can clean that window faster? Because you've got over a litre a minute more water. What you save in energy from dragging that small hose, you lose straight away on spending more time to clean that window, and that's where our money gets made. Get yourself a decent sized hose, get the water to the brush, and then let the brush do the work for you. Hoses, the bigger the hose, the less back pressure. Actually, I'll show you how much back pressure on this one. There you go. There's not much back pressure there really when we're comparing to the small hose. But again, you've got to be able to supply it. All RO systems rely on pressure. Doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, who's made it, or what their claims are. Reverse osmosis is pressure. If you haven't got the pressure, you haven't got the production rates. It's as simple as that. But if you've got a flow that's just not doing what you need because of low pressure, give us a call. I'm in Victoria, I'm down near Geelong. Or if you're over WA side of the country, you get in touch with Peter Thomas, and we can help you out with supplying all the parts and labour needed to boost up your flow. If you don't have a flow and you'd like to look at getting one, again, you can give me a call. I'm going to have some ready to go in January, early January. Even if you're interstate, I mean, it's just a bit of shipping. You don't have to run off battery. I don't have any at the moment, but I will do shortly. Some AC power supplies. I've got a couple running around out there that have been faultless. So you can run your 12 volt system from the client's household power socket. But yeah, hopefully I've been able to demonstrate here that pressure is what makes reverse osmosis work.